who is that person?
I don't think he falls down because he's a great wrestler. What if there's the right decision,
Welcome everybody to the Wrestle for Real podcast. Y'all know we do it each and every Monday night, WWE Monday Night Raw post show. They was in Detroit tonight for the immediately following the weekend Saturday night's main event, Fanatics Fest. A whole lot going on within the WWE this weekend. We could start off with Saturday night main event though. Man, it was a they just kind of threw the show together. I'm not really sure what was going on or what. I guess maybe because it was Madison Square Garden, they had it booked up, so they felt like they needed to do something, but it definitely was not a lot of high profile matches or things going on. And they had I want to say was it the Fatal Influence. I can't remember the other girl name. What's the two girls? Fallon Hendry or something. And I can't remember the other girl's name. That's part of that team. But they went at it with Paige and Brie Bella, they've been holding on to the title since WrestleMania, man. Not a whole lot of defenses. We haven't really seen too much of them. They kind of been popping in and out on both shows. But they had I thought it was okay, man. I was actually, glad to see Fatal Influence win, though, man. I didn't feel like Brie Bella and Paige was really that cohesive as a tag team. I've been waiting to see more Paige in singles action. I'm not sure how long Nikki Bella is supposed to be out to kind of bring those two back together again for the Bella Twins. So I was thinking like Bella Twins get back together. Paige gets back to doing her own thing by herself, maybe have a little run somewhere, and then kind of go from there. And but Fatal Influence did win the championships, the women's tag team championships on Saturday. We had what was the other matches? I didn't even have them written down. I know we had the tag match, the main event, Sami Zayn and Gunther versus
Cody
Rhodes. So that was a high profile with if they want to be a fatal four way at SummerSlam, they didn't pull that one out, so it wasn't. Thanks in large part to Nick Aldis getting involved and taking Gunther out of the match, setting up their showdown for SummerSlam. In between that, what do we have in between that? Was it another match between the ladies?
It was it Danhausen and
Okay, Danhausen.
Yeah.
Who did he fight?
I think JD.
Man, how don't none of us know what this show was kind of bad, huh?
Well, because it broke down so fast.
It was, yeah, the show moved fast too. They kind of got in and out of there on this one. Was it JD? You said it was JD McDonough?
I think it was JD.
Oh, okay. And there was at least one more match.
I can't even think of it.
Yeah, I don't remember, man. It's slipping my mind right now. I don't know if it was another. No, that would have been a Monday Night Raw. We didn't see none of the other ladies of SmackDown. It's another match I'm missing here, but this shows it was a pretty rough show. They kind of ran through it pretty quickly. More highlights was on the Knicks. The main event was Roman Reigns out there with Jalen Brunson, apparently. Of course, my highlights of the show was Jalen Brunson and Carl Anthony Towns out there, man. So them guys doing their thing. So seeing, Carl Anthony Towns might have had the pop of the night, man. I think he had the pop of the night, man, when he came out of that 9-foot door he was standing inside of for however long that was going on. But I would say he had the pop of the night, man. They showed a real dope video of Jalen Brunson, man. That, we've been riding this Knicks wave, man, ever since the Hawks had us down 2-1, man. We've been riding this wave. We're gonna keep riding this thing, man. So we appreciate that motivation, man. But we on fire right now, man. We on fire right now. So there was a couple of Knicks sightings, so I had a good time. I think the bigger stories would be the women's tag championships changing hands, and then Nick Aldis and Gunther. These guys getting ready to square off, man. I'm not sure what brought this about within the company. Did Nick Aldis finally decide he want to get back in the ring? Did they? I know they're not running out of people. I'm not sure what these guys think Gunther and Nick Aldis can do in the ring. What you think, Stan? You got high hopes for that match, or you think they just see a
Uh,
great match?
yeah, he's actually pretty young
Mm,
because I don't think he was injured when he left. I can't remember if he left TNA or did he come over for. I know he was in NWA,
hmm
and so I don't think he was injured when he left there. They just offered him like this position and he took it. But I mean, he's still in shape. It's not like he's out of shape, and the man's a great wrestler. So it's gonna be it's not gonna be your usual like when Gunther took on Pat McAfee. It's not gonna be like that. It's this probably gonna be a good match.
What's his finisher?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't know, man. It's probably called the Nick Aldis or something like that, man. Just a real generic name. Um, but yeah, Saturday night's main event. They kind of set up that match. That was about it as far as what I can remember from the night. So naturally, there wasn't a whole lot of fallout on Monday Night Raw from the things that we saw on Saturday night's main event, other than JD McDonough still. I mean, JD still dealing with Danhausen and things of that nature. But the show kicked off today with your boy Bouncy, Javon Evans, getting some shine tonight. Um, he teamed up with Dragon Lee to go against Division's Braun Breaker and Austin Theory. I still like this version of Braun Breaker. I don't know what's going to happen to him now that he's kind of regular Braun Breaker. He's not Paul Heyman Braun Breaker. He's not next big thing Braun Breaker. He's just Braun Breaker right now. So we don't really know where he's going with this. But I'm not mad at this version of it. They had Maxine with him, Logan Paul with him, of course. So they had the whole crew out there. So it's gonna be tough to get the victory in this one for Lee and Evans, which they wasn't able to do. They did some of their normal high spots. Javon did a lot of his stuff that he would normally do. Nothing too out of character. I wasn't really feeling the golds. I thought the golds was a little excessive tonight. I was just
Yeah, I didn't like him either from when he had him on last week. I didn't really like that either.
I didn't
I
even
don't.
notice it last week.
Yeah, he had him on last week. I don't.
Oh, okay.
It's just something about him, man. It don't look right.
I think the issue is it's too much. Like if you get like a small, like how Jey Uso used to have like the bottom,
Bottom.
the small,
Mm.
yeah, like something light is not as it just looks kind of wow. It's like too much. It looks old school. It looks like
Yeah,
when Golds first came out and everybody was, jumping on the wave trying to fill their whole mouth up. It's like, come on, man, you gotta modern that thing up or something, man. So he just had a little bit going on tonight, man. But what you thought about the way they opened, man? They opened with a match tonight, Stan. This one ended up with Division winning. Otis and Tozawa coming out there putting in some work. They ultimately got decimated, which we kind of saw coming. But Tozawa will be turning up for a minute before he get ran through, man. He gonna go wild for a second before they inevitably put him down, man. And Otis, he just goes down at some point, man. But what you thought about the way they opened the show tonight, Stan? No promo, straight action.
No, it was good. Finally that we and they sprinkled promos in the middle, so that was good. But to start off with a good solid match, Javon coming out with the grills, you know, North Carolina boy. He
Mhm.
gonna grill it out from the South. Um, I couldn't ask for anything else, and I'm glad we're finally seeing a more aggressive side of him. He's still doing the high flying stuff, but he's doing it in a way where it's almost like how he was on the Indies when he was Jay Malachi. So it's perfect.
Yeah, man. We had a nice way to open the show, man. I like Tozawa and I like Otis. They seem like comic relief, but they work well with the Vision right now, man, and even getting beat up and all that kind of stuff. So, and Maxine out there stirring the pot still, man. So it's cool. I mean, if you got TV time right now and you're in the program with the Vision, you're still in a good spot. So thankfully they was able to still be in that spot, man. Shortly after this, man, we had a vignette that we didn't really cover last week. I don't know if it had revealed as much last week. But this week it was very clear, man, that the return of Big Cass, man. Um, you remember Big Cass Spook, man? Did you see the vignette?
do I, man?
He was
And
there
that
when,
boy, and,
yep.
and that boy Enzo, man.
Yeah, we ain't heard. I didn't see Enzo in the vignette,
Man,
man.
Enzo with
He,
that man. But that boy, he debuted every pair of J's that came out that following Saturday. He'll
Mhm.
have them on Monday night, man. And that was my highlight of him every time, man. He'll go out there and get killed, but I just like to see what kind of shoes he had on that night.
But that was Enzo. What about Big Cass, man?
I wasn't really a big
Okay,
Cass fan
okay,
like that. You know
okay.
what I'm
He
saying?
needed
But
to
I
put on
mean,
some J's. Okay,
yeah, yeah,
could have
yeah.
had
I
some
mean, I
J's.
liked his little slogan that he had. I can't remember what it was, but he had a good
Yeah, them
slogan.
boys used to turn up, man. What you heard anything, Stan? They trying to get Enzo there?
yeah. He was rumored couple weeks ago. He was backstage
Yeah, I seen
because
that.
he's on a contract with Fourth
TNA.
Rope, and
Is he wasn't he didn't he make a TNA appearance?
yeah, when Fourth Rope had did like a TNA takeover, it
Oh,
was like him and what's Solo and them cousin, him, and it was like a
Zilla?
couple other Zilla, yeah, Zilla,
Oh, okay.
and there was like a couple other guys. It was like months ago,
Yeah. I remember
but
something.
nah, I feel yeah, Enzo's coming too, just not right now. He's coming though. I don't know if it'll be as soon as August because that'll be the day after he's debuting the Monday after SummerSlam. It looks like so. Maybe they're working on getting Enzo too. But I'm glad that Cass was able to go away and like reinvent himself because when he was in WWE, it's almost like he needed Enzo. Because
Mm-hmm.
even when he broke away, everyone's like, I don't know. Like, but then this was like his first real big opportunity on television. So when he went to AEW, became Big Bill, you got to see a lot more out of him as far as talking, different move sets. So, because he's big, but he's like an agile big guy. He can move like how Kevin Nash used to move. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
So
Um,
who y'all think has the higher trajectory coming back to the WWE? Is it big Cass or is it Baron Corbin?
oh,
I mean,
Corbin came back because, well, they're both going to be solid workers, but it's really up to the fans. I feel like Corbin's going to get that title off of off of Trick, and then
Mm,
Trick is going to go up to the next step.
mm,
So
mm,
Corbin's just going to be like that mid card guy,
mm.
and which he's fine with that. He's content with that because he's fine with the money. He always said that anyway. I mean, he played in NFL. He was a
Mm.
professional boxer. Man's all about his paper.
What you think, Spook man? Who you think got the higher trajectory between these guys?
well, me, I was never really I wasn't really a big fan of either one of them. So, I mean, I didn't
Why do
really
you
kind of
not like
find.
these guys, man? What did these guys do, man?
They didn't do it. I mean, it's just they was. I mean, Big Cass was only known, to me through Enzo. So that's what I'm saying. That was really it to me. And
Mm,
Corbin, I really didn't follow his career like that. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
don't really know
Corbin
too much
was
about him.
he was DOA because of Vince, man. Because on NXT, Black and Gold under Triple H, it was like amazing. He was one of those guys that got caught up in that. Every time somebody get called up, Vince is
mm.
just gonna like treat him bad. And Lone Wolf Baron Corbin was like the greatest thing ever. And then when they made him turn into like Happy Corbin and all that, I mean, it was fun, but it wasn't like Lone Wolf Corbin was like the best.
You didn't
But I
like
don't
him when
think
he was
he,
a bum? I liked when he was the homeless bum.
nah, man. I don't think he can grow his hair back, so we probably won't be getting Lone Wolf Corbin anymore. Um, but in my opinion, he's probably got the two best finishing moves. Like the Deep Six and the
Mm,
End of Days are like my two favorite.
mm. Yeah, I think it's a tough one because Cass is not we assuming if he comes in by himself, are they gonna keep him that way? Because he doesn't seem to be coming in with Enzo. So what do you want to ramp him up by himself and then all of a sudden throw Enzo and he's right back in the tag team? being that he had went away and turned himself into his own single star without Enzo, I don't know if they're going to go back to that, which going back kind of keeps him in the tag team title picture. And then going forward kind of leaves him out there to figure it out. And we know that's not easy to do when, that the top of the card is pretty crowded right now, whether it's the heavyweight championship level or the intercontinental championship level is pretty crowded. So both of them are going to have a hard time cracking that ceiling. I'd give Big Cass the edge because he can do the singles thing like Baron Corbin, but he also can do the tag team thing. So he may have a little bit more to kind of keep him on TV and keep him around because everybody's gonna be waiting for Enzo. Like we're waiting, like Baron Corbin is just Baron Corbin. Lone Wolf, he's here, he's back. That's it. Everybody else is we waiting for Enzo. We're just waiting for that to happen. So we don't know if that's gonna happen on the third, that following Monday, or if it's gonna come later. But I think he might have a little bit more room to kind of do his thing than Baron Corbin. He's gonna have to figure it out fast. Like I don't know that he's gonna take the title off of by Trick Williams, but that would help him to get stay relevant for a lot longer. The last thing he want to do is end up in that title match and lose. So
Yeah.
he may need to, but I would just send him. He might as well just go back to wherever he just came from if that happens. So he's done. So that's the tough part about starting with a championship, man. But after this, man, we had a Danhausen segment here with the Judgment Day, and obviously that wasn't going to go well. They stomped Danhausen out. He got stomped out today, and then Joe Hendry came out and saved him. And we gonna get into it later with Joe Hendry's match, but I'm getting tired of them not giving Joe Hendry his entrance, man. I'm getting really tired of this, man. We got to watch Obafemi strut under every single circumstance, but Joe Hendry can't have his moment, man. I want to do the wave. I want to do the whole thing. We need to, make something happen, man. I'm glad he just came out ready to fight, though. He didn't stop for the spotlight, the pose, or nothing. That was fitting, but later on they did it during the commercial break, man. And I want to see more of that, man. That's my guy right now. So trying to see something, man. But Danhausen and the Judgment Day did their thing, man. It ended with Danhausen getting a match against JD McDonough and not JD McDonough. JD McDonough getting a match with Obafemi and Dominic Mysterio getting a match with Joe Hendry. So that's kind of the way Raw feels like it's been. They're kind of, I'm pretty sure they thought of this ahead of time, but it does seem like they just throwing stuff together at the last minute, man. It don't feel like it took a whole lot of thought to come up with this. But we didn't get Obafemi in the ring, at least during the live broadcast or anything like that. But he was backstage to help set all of that up and kind of get that match going. So Danhausen, JD McDonough, Dominic, they're just kind of doing the fun stuff, having a good time backstage with Liv Morgan. What you thought about all of this stuff, Stan, with the whole thing with Danhausen, and now we're getting him on Monday Night Raw a little bit more.
I mean, it's good because he's a money machine, and
Mhm.
somehow people still. I don't know how long it can sustain, but it's gonna be. Feel like it's just gonna keep going. Like even when at Fanatics Fest, it was videos of like people posted and they were asking him to like curse Argentina, and like so he's like still one of the most over people in the company. And like if he ever gets his hands on like a intercontinental or US title, man, yeah.
Well, he's what he's done is he's endearing himself to other things outside of wrestling. So
Yeah.
he's latched on to the New York Knicks before we won the championship. He was already in the mix. Him, Stephen A. Smith doing their whole thing, and then we win. And fortunate for him in particular, it helped him to continue to stay on this high to where he was able to have a match at Madison Square Garden. Without any of that, I don't know that we're predicting him to have a match at Madison Square Garden. He almost never has matches really in general. So I think that came as a direct um, kind of influence from what he was doing with Stephen A. Smith throughout the playoffs with the Knicks, and then the Knicks won it all. So he's been doing that, and now it's the World Cup stuff, or was the World Cup stuff. Um, I think, did Argentina win yesterday?
Mm-mm.
Who was it? Spain? Who won yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
España.
Oh,
Nobody likes Argentina outside of Argentina.
okay. Um, so yeah, he's stepping out into other avenues and keeping himself relevant that way. And that's good for him, man. He has the face paint going, so he's recognizable. If he took it off, we probably, no one would know who he is or anything about him. So he's always in full character, man. Like, he got to spend every day of his life with that face paint on, man. That's gotta, I don't know if he's doing it himself. He has a makeup artist that travels, but he wake up, he can't go nowhere without the face paint, man. He's got to put it on. So I know the gimmick is making him some money, but it's got to be hard putting that on every time, man. So, um, it is what it is. But he's on a run right now, man. He's gonna, you know, hopefully he can. This could last a while. I mean, there's always been comic relief, man. We've been getting that from, the Otises, the R-Truths, the JD McDonoughs, the Tozawas. So we've always had it. So it's no reason. It might slow down at certain points and pick back up, but he really hasn't attached himself to the main title picture yet. So it's not really like, he still got room here. He hasn't attached himself to a Roman Reigns, a CM Punk, a Cody Rhodes, really. Like, all of these guys, he hasn't gotten involved at the top of the card. So he still has room to do that. He's kind of working his way into that at some point. I'm not even sure if he's dealt with the mid card champions like Trick Williams and um Penta now, when Dominic had it, all of that kind of stuff. So he has a lot more room to go, man. Even the women. I don't think he's been dealing with the women's side as far as those champions are concerned, man. So he's probably got a lot of run left. He's got a lot of runway left here, man. If he continues to latch on to other things, if I'm him, I'm popping up in the WNBA right now. I mean, they move in and pop up in baseball somewhere. Like, you gotta start latching on, man. Basketball season is over. He went to the World Cup. World Cup is over. What's next, man? Unless he pop up at the big three, but they be fighting over there. That Ice
Yeah.
Cube League is a little it's a little street. You know what I'm saying? They WWE might not want their cash cow hanging around all that nonsense, man. Time I turn around, they fighting. Um After this, man, Solo came out from SmackDown, man, had a promo calling Seth Rollins out, offering a olive branch of sorts to try to help him. And Seth was a little hesitant, and rightfully so. He's had his issues with the bloodline, but Solo wanted to uh he wanted to end the bloodline. So he's gonna try to help anybody that's against the bloodline. And right now he's in a matchup with Royce Keys and LA Knight to take on the bloodline, the Usos and Jacob Fatu at SummerSlam. So he's looking for any way he can to bring down everybody, the tribal chief included. And it's something that Seth Rollins got to think about because he knows what he's up against. But he did hesitate a little bit. This ended up bringing out Jacob Fatu, who went after Solo, who ran off, but then he caught the sweet chin music from my boy Seth Rollins, man. So I don't know. Seth might need some help. He might need some friends for this one. I'm not sure how this one is going to play out here. I know we're a little early for predictions. I think we about next week. We're a little early. But one thing I've noticed about this SummerSlam is that most of the high, if not maybe the five of the high profile matches that we have right now, there's no heel and no baby face. And I'm not sure that WWE is not trying to just get rid of that, or TKO want to get rid of that. Like, we can't tell. Like, one point they're positioning last week, we thought, why are we making Jacob and Jimmy Uso look like the bad guys? They wasn't just the bad guys. What is that about? And then Solo's looking like a good guy. He's with LA Knight and Royce Keys. Like, what is going on here? So everybody is just cheering for everybody. You got both of those tag teams are not heels. They're not bad guys. Everybody's cheering. You got Cody Rhodes and you got CM Punk. Nobody's a bad guy. Everybody's cheering. You got Roman Reigns. You got Seth Rollins. I thought Seth Rollins was going to be a bad guy Saturday. I was like, he better not come out in New York and ruin this. And he sure enough did after the worst person, Tyrese Halliburton, showed up. I don't even know why he showed up. Like, come on, dude, what are you doing here? But
Hey,
um,
he looked good now, man. Though. He lost the weight and stuff,
we're gonna
so he
break him
looked like
on that.
he getting.
Yeah,
It looked
that's
like he
cool.
getting in shape.
That's cool.
He getting ready
But
for the season.
I thought Seth Rollins was gonna look like a heel coming out, breaking up that celebration. So I didn't like the way they did Seth Rollins Saturday. They made him look very heelish Saturday. He came out, interrupted the hometown celebration, essentially another extension of the championship celebration. Roman Reigns doing his thing. The crowd is loving it. That this guy comes out, comes from behind, tries to get at Roman Reigns, ends up getting beaten up and running away, being held in the arms of an Indiana Pacer. Like, it just didn't make Seth Rollins look good. I didn't like the way he looked in all of that last night. I mean Saturday. I keep thinking this. But I didn't like the way he looked and all of that, man. I was like, why are we doing this? But he came out tonight, right back to his chants, right back to the crowd on his side, liking what he's saying, liking what he's doing. So they two don't have a heel or a baby face in that match. I think that's probably the same with Brock Lesnar and Obafemi. I can't say that there's a heel and a baby face in that match. People are just wanting to see these guys go out there and just pretty much destroy each other at this point. We got Penta and we got Chad Gable. Definitely not a baby face of that match. Two guys that want to just go out there, everybody want to see a good match. So like, I don't know if this is the start of them trying to get away from it. If they're like, hey, it doesn't matter. We're gonna write the new rules of wrestling. We don't need a heel and a baby face, because every match that I can think of right now, those are probably like the five biggest matchups on the card. I think Danhausen just got added with Dominic Mysterio, but not necessarily a big match, but it does have its heel and its baby face. But we have a lot of matches that don't, man. But what you thought about this segment, Stan, and you know, their move with this, you know, just two guys going at it, man. No heels, no baby face, man. We just want to see a fight.
Yeah, I mean, like everybody's tweeners. It seems
Mhm.
like right now, which is fine. Because I mean, Seth, if you go to old school way, it's almost like he's being presented as like a heel because Roman has not been able to beat him yet. So it's almost like Roman is like the baby face that has to like beat him and finally get over that mountain kind of thing. But I don't know. But we know that the bloodline is not like a babyface faction. It's just people always going to cheer Roman when he comes out because we don't see him a lot. And folks don't know like when is he going to take another hiatus. So he's just going to get cheers every time he comes out. And but nah, it's cool that if they want to go with the like no more set babyface heel and just do everybody like a tweener. I'm definitely fine with that because it makes it more like realistic to some people that's like just now getting in who don't understand the heel babyface good guy bad guy kind of thing. So it's kind of fun. It's like appealing to the masses, almost kind of like UFC. I mean, they don't really have heel babyface. It's another TKO owned company. So
Hmm. Well, they're also not telling stories.
yeah.
So
Uh,
typically in a story, you know, you have an antagonist, a protagonist, um, and week to week we're kind of in a saga. What you think, Spook? Though, man, you think we need the heels and babyface definitively, or it just don't matter? Let's get two guys out there. Let's go at it.
I mean, it makes for a good storyline to me. For example, I finally figured out that match that we was missing, which was Bailey and Lyra.
Lyra, yeah, yeah, yeah.
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 They ain't say
So
nothing about
yeah,
that time. Jeez,
yeah.
shows
So I
almost
mean, I
empty.
guess I mean for me it does because I mean I like the whole new look of Lyra. How
Mhm.
she just kind of bland. This I guess supposedly this evil person now. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I mean, it makes for a good storyline to me.
Yeah, I mean, all of the matches that don't have a heel or a baby face, I think I'm still gonna like the match. I'm gonna enjoy the match. It's just a different type of investment, and it's kind of just something we've been used to. It doesn't mean it can't change, but I've
Yeah.
just noticed that they're kind of looking like they're trying to move away from that. Because no matter what, normally when you get that main event, somebody's going to be a heel and somebody's going to be a bad guy. So I think this is the first time where I seen it and I was like, I cannot tell. Like I have no idea. Like they really don't have it. I know, you know what I mean? Like every other time it was easy to see, okay, we know who the bad guy is, we know who the good guy is. We see what's going on here, man. They were so serious about that, they turned John Cena heel. So they, it was like he was the last of the heels, So I guess he just wrapped that up and took it with him, man. But we're gonna it's still gonna be enjoyable. We just don't have those traditional stories like we did. So we gotta see what they gonna pull out with this one, man. They just want us to watch it. But we had another tag match tonight. Page and Ethan Page and Rusev versus Chad Gable and Penta teaming up before their match for the Intercontinental for the United States. No, yeah, the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam. From Chad Gable's hometown, Minneapolis, Minnesota. I think this is gonna be a good one. Should be a big moment for Chad Gable. It wouldn't be as big for Penta, but Penta's already had his moment. But these guys went out there where they did their thing. Rusev has been helping these guys along, man. He's definitely been good to be out there with those guys. I hope he continues to be out there, man. I like seeing Rusev out there, man, and just kind of helping these guys get to that next level and sharpening their skills, man. And he even tapped out tonight to Chad Gable. That was very nice of him. You don't see a whole lot of tap outs these days, man, especially from somebody as big as Rusev. You know what I'm saying? Most guys that size don't just tap out, They just kick you into the ropes or something, get off me. But that was nice, man. He tapped out in this particular one. And Chad Gable is, holding on, man. Strong baby face right now. Penta's a strong baby face right now. So these guys are headed towards their clash, man. But what you thought about that match, Spook, man, and Rusev and Ethan Page versus Chad Gable and Penton with those guys teaming up?
It was a solid match, man. Like you said, man, Rusev was out there doing his thing, man. Penta, just gearing up, man, for for that title, the coming up at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, nothing different, man. You know what I'm saying? Pretty solid match. Pretty solid match.
Yeah, what you thought about this one, man? You and what are you a fan of like challengers that's gonna face each other teaming up just before they do that? Is that how you
I
feel
mean,
about
it's something that they've always done for like ever, so I'm like used to it.
it?
Because they was even doing that when I was a kid, so I've gotten used to it.
But it's normally contentious though, right? It's no because we have heels and baby face, it makes it more interesting before. Where you put two guys who don't like each other and now they got to team up and they don't want to tag each other. They smacking each other in the chest real hard. Like you get more, it's more interesting. But now when you got two baby faces, it just look like an actual like they really a tag team.
Yeah. Well, it's also Chad is really they're really trying to get. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just because with the Chad and Pensa thing, they're cool now. So it's like this is
Yeah.
gonna be like a respectable
Mm-hmm.
wrestling match. There's probably gonna end up being the match of the weekend, more than
Mm-hmm.
likely. And well, to like the real technical wrestling fans, it's probably gonna be like the match. And and it's them showcasing their talents as a tag team against some folks who they still have beef with anyway, who's still in that US title scene. So it makes like sense. Not US title scene, intercontinental title scene. So it makes sense to do it when you got the two competitors that's about to face each other, face two competitors that are still in that scene. And then if they would have came out on top, maybe one of them would get like the nod for going, whoever got the pin would get the nod for being the first title defense. But yeah, it's just because I mean, it's no need to build momentum for either one of them because they're both like baby faces. So it's not going to be like the usual, like the Monday night before they're not going to go out and beat each other up and then someone's going to stand over, like stand tall. It's not going to be like that. So this is just another way for them to showcase their talents before SummerSlam.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean they getting us used to a whole lot of stuff, man. No heels, no baby faces, short story builds, no story builds, kind of not seeing the same people every week. Very very limited matches on the card. So they're definitely slowly implementing a lot of changes to where it looks very different. And diehard fans are going to stick around. The casuals is always going to be a carousel. So I don't think they're too worried about it. But as long as prices are up and business is still up, we just gonna have to get used to the new rules, man. They're writing the new
Yeah.
rules right now while everybody is still trying to catch up. We didn't really go over JD McDonough and Obafemi. That was like a 20-second squash match, but they're still building Obafemi to make sure he looks like a formidable opponent to get ready for Brock Lesnar at Hell in the Cell. Hopefully these guys destroy each other. But uh I don't know what more they can do with him, man. They've already gotten so far with him. It's not a whole lot that they can kind of do. They started some course correction after WrestleMania, and then it kind of got a little wacky and a little weird with Brock Lesnar coming back, and then he lost to Brock Lesnar, and now he's back to just doing squash matches and beating up JD McDonough's of the world. JD had a rough few days, man. He's had a rough few days. I will say that, man. He's working though. He's working though, man. But it also set up a match earlier with Dominic Mysterio and Joe Hendry, which these guys went at it. As I stated earlier, they did not, for whatever reason, allow me to see Joe Hendry. Now, see, if I go get a VPN, I'm a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? But this is the kind of nonsense going on, man. These guys don't want me to see Joe Hendry's entrance, man. I don't understand what is the problem. The man has a great entrance. Yeah, what are we doing here? I think they showed Dominic's entrance too. And his entrance is pretty regular. Nothing special about it. But he was out there. Dominic was out there with Liv Morgan as well. Obviously she was causing a little problems, kind of doing what she do throughout this particular match. I feel like Dominic Mysterio should be a little further ahead than where they've pushed some of these other guys, man. I don't know. He was right there at one point, and they kind of like pulled back a lot, and now he doesn't even have a singles championship. Did he have the AAA championship tonight? I can't remember.
Um, he didn't have it with him.
Okay. I didn't remember if I saw it or not. But Danhausen ended up coming out. Liv Morgan dropped him. He's clearly not the best fighter in the world. He's someone that really specializes in curses. But he did make a second appearance with Io Sky. I thought it was okay. I mean, it wasn't anything. It was something to kind of get through the night, get through the show, get through this particular segment. Io Sky came out there, got into it with Liv Morgan. Joe Hendry did end up pulling off the victory against Dominic Mysterio. So
Mm.
where we do have definitive heels and baby faces, the good guys and gals, was able to pull this off. What you thought about this whole segment, Stan? This that they kind of threw together tonight as uh pretty late in the night, pretty late on the card here. What you thought about this one?
I'm not gonna lie. At this point of it, I was like, bro, what? I was starting to like. They were starting to lose me.
Mm,
Granted, the show was like it flowed well, and everything like ended rather quickly on the entire show, but it just felt like it was long, like it was a lot of stuff, like they were just trying to pack everything in, and so you couldn't really keep up with nothing if you didn't have like the premium. If you had commercials, you was lost. It was, and so it was a lot of times I was like, what is this? What's going? Because it's just, like it was so much stuff just packed into a show, and then the show ended at like 10:15, I think, which usually goes to like
hmm
10:30, and so it's just like, what are they rushing for? Like
Man, they
if you blink, you miss something.
you're gonna miss an entrance for sure. You definitely missing an entrance if you ain't paying attention. I don't know. They felt they moved through things pretty fast. I don't know if they had some other stuff that didn't happen. But this is why I feel like they could have more matches on the card. Cause where is everybody? Where's Soul Ruka? Where's my girl
Yeah,
Roxanne? Why did
I
we
haven't
do any
seen Sol
follow up?
Ruka in forever. I know she's not hurt.
No, she's not. They got her next week scheduled. But no follow up with Bailey and Lyra. Nothing at
Mm-hmm.
all. It was as if Lyra ain't move on to the next opponent. Nothing. We don't know.
And that's leading into the whole like that's them doing that is leaning into the rumors that that was Bailey's last match in WWE and she's leaving.
Oh, I didn't know that was even a thing.
It's like a rumor that people are going with because of how she lost, and then at the
Mm.
end of the match, how like Lyra just like murdered her pretty much.
Mm,
And so like it's like them writing her off TV.
mm,
But I
interesting.
don't know her actual like contract information. But
Hmm.
it's just but when they do something like that, of course, like and probably she's just taking some time off,
Yeah,
to
Oscar looked like she really did retire. She cried, and we don't know what's going on with
yeah,
her.
walked out the door with her luggage, and that was it. Ain't seen her
Yeah.
since.
What you thought about this segment? Spook, Joe Hendry, and Dominic Mysterio, Liv, Danhausen, Io Sky, everybody was in there.
I mean, it got everybody on TV, man, but it was a lot though. It was a lot going on in the whole segment, man. They,
Mm.
it's. I mean, it's like I said, man. It was a good look for them to have everybody on there because they had to find a way to bring EO out and have her beef with with Liv Morgan. Dominic was already fighting Joe Hendry. Yeah, man. I mean, it was a good little match though. Good little segment altogether.
Yeah, I mean Dominic and Hendry's not gonna put on a bad match.
No, no, no.
That's not. We ain't got to worry about that. It's just gonna be a lot of antics, kind of something fun going
Mm-hmm.
on, something fun to do. Danhausen got the truck. Him and Io Sky, they doing the thing. They going crazy. Like it was just, I didn't know where he found Io Sky. Like where,
I don't either,
where
man.
was
When he
Io
came
Sky?
out, I was like,
Yeah,
what in the world? How them two
yeah.
link up?
There's questions that are not being asked. Like what was she doing in full gear
So
backstage? What
he
was
just
going?
swerving around and just picking up people. Let me go pick up these
Yeah,
people and
she just happened to
take
be
them to the
available.
ring.
So I wasn't really sure what was going on or how she got in the truck or anything like that. But he's an interesting guy right now, man. He's holding the world by storm, man. We had our main event of the night, LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. These guys have been on opposite sides of seeing eye to eye for quite some time now. Probably for as long as they've been in the company together, they've been on opposite sides of the track. So why it's surprising to see Solo do anything with LA Knight. And LA Knight came out there, he started with a promo, man. They let him talk because they ain't have no show. They was like, man, just go out there and without that, the show would have ended at 10-10. So he was able to kind of hold the show, give a little bit more time, and do his thing on the mic, man. They clearly trust LA Knight, the promo. They trust LA Knight's charisma. They trust his ability to speak, to hype something up. I just don't know what they don't trust or what they may be waiting for. Maybe it's so many plans in place for everybody else above him that they can't find a way to squeeze him in.
Yeah.
Because even though they did it with Sami Zayn, they squeezed Sammy in, and now Sammy, he ain't in the Fatal 4-Way. He ain't got the championship, and he ain't even gonna be at SummerSlam by the looks of it. So he's just falling completely off the map after being the champion for like what? Was it a week or was it like a day? Did he fight CM
Uh,
Punk the following Monday or was it did a week?
who?
Sami Zayn. I don't even know if he
It was like
celebrated.
8 days. It was like a week.
So he did go to SmackDown with the championship because I don't
Yeah,
remember.
he said he had it for 9 days.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he did mention that. That's right. So yeah, he had it short lived. So they kind of gave him something. Hey, Sammy, we just want to thank you for everything that you've done for the company, man, and what you brought to the table. And they got him in and got him up out of there. I wouldn't mind I wouldn't like that for LA Knight, but it would be better than not getting to that point at any time, man. And LA Knight could do the talk shows. He can go make the rounds on the podcast. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's got that thing, man. So I don't know. Maybe when Roman Reigns takes another break, we'll have a shot at seeing him, man, if he does, man. But Roman has been there, man, for a while now. But this one had some interference from Jimmy Uso came out there. That led to Solo coming back out there, which also led to Royce Keys coming out there. And then that led to Jay Uso coming out there. So just in case you were wondering, the theme of the night is it's a whole lot going on. So they definitely squeezed all of these guys into that segment and still ended the show early. We haven't really seen Jay Uso. I feel like it's been a couple of weeks since we saw Jay Uso. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm not sure. They've been kind of making this match and planning this 6-man tag match without his involvement. it's been a lot of Jacob and Jimmy as of late, and now he's back. He hit his music, but he didn't do all his stuff. He didn't do the chant. He didn't do none of that stuff. He just came right out there and got to it. So I just want
Mm-hmm.
Obafemi to know that there's a way to just start fighting. You ain't got to pose and strut all the time, but that's just another conversation for another day. But Jimmy Uso came out there, did his thing, man. Royce Keys got laid out. Royce Keys, in the main event of Monday Night Raw. I'm sure that's not anything to uh sniff at right there, man. Jacob Fatu ended up pulling out the victory in this one. The brawl still did manage to ensue. The Usos and Jacob getting the better of these guys and getting ready for whatever next week's go home show looks like. But what you thought about the way the show ended tonight, Spook, man? With pretty much everybody in that tag match going at it.
Hey man, again, they're just trying to crunch everybody on in there, man, to get some kind of some kind of spotlight for a second, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like the ending though, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's gonna be in this tag match was out there, man, trying to make a statement, trying to help their team out, so it's only SummerSlam left there to see what what really go down, man. But it's
Yeah.
crazy how one at WrestleMania he was teaming with the Usos and now he's going against them. So that's within that little time frame, what 3 months, he don't switch teams. So yeah, man, it's like you said, LA is I don't know, man. It kind of sucks for him, man, because he definitely need a big dance, man. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of belt, around his waist, man, because he definitely putting it in. He putting in the work. They just not giving him, the spotlight, man. So I don't know what he can do, man. We had discussed this probably about a couple months back again. You know what I'm saying? Still trying to figure out where his place is, or what he need to do, or who he need to wrestle, who he need to just even talk to, to get his name in the hat, man, and actually let him pull it out.
Yeah, he might need to make some rounds outside of WWE, man. Jump on a couple of podcasts, do some stuff. Kind of get his name out there a little bit more, man, so they could recognize what he got going on. What you thought about the main event tonight, Stan, and how this show ended, man, versus how it started?
I knew it was gonna break down. You can't not have it break down. It's
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and plus you don't want. I guess you don't want either one of them to lose or win right now, going into what they're going into in SummerSlam. At least not yet. Like if they would have had this match the Monday before SummerSlam, then I feel like we would get a finish, like an actual like 1, 2, 3 count or submission or something like that. But since it's right here, you just let it break down. And I did notice, and I kind of liked it though, that the one person that could stop Jacob Fatu was his former homie when they won the Indies together, Royce Hobbs. And whenever them two go head to head, it's gonna be like something. And just for kicks and giggles, man, they should just make it a triple threat and just add Obafemi in there and just let it go. Just no script, no predicted winner. Just do what y'all do. Ref, just count, and because that would be crazy. But nah, like when I feel like that might be the next match, like Jacob and Royce. That might be the match that they do before the SummerSlam match that they have. But nah, I mean it ended perfect. Have everybody come out, everybody fight.
SmackDown or Raw?
But for yeah, because Hobbs is SmackDown, so yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they'll probably be on there Friday, so I'll probably have to watch Friday because
Mm.
it'll be another match on Friday probably.
Friday SmackDown has been 2 hours, or did they go back to 3 and back to 2?
I think it's 3, but it's just I don't because it's on USA, right? Yeah, it's on you. No, it's on Fox.
No, USA. Sorry.
USA, yeah, they did move on, yeah. So it's been 3 because USA don't really have anything on Fridays.
So why it end early this Friday?
I thought it was 3. I don't think they went back to 2.
Yeah, it ended at 10 Friday.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think
Man,
it ended.
maybe.
Saw it, but I don't know. I be kind of watching the replays a lot, so I don't know if I like I can't always tell what time
They might have went back to 2. That's weird though, because it was
They just coming up with stuff. They have gotten so arrogant that we are gonna watch no matter what they do, man. That they are just playing with the matches, the times, the structure. They just doing anything, man. I wonder what it's like internally for those guys to like be so, for things to be so different than what it was. Because everybody that's with the company has always been with the company, pretty much.
yeah.
It's
Well, I tell
not
you
like
what,
what.
season 4 of Unreal after because season 3 is gonna be WrestleMania. So season 4 of Unreal is gonna cover all this. It's gonna be very interesting, probably, to see what
Yeah,
was
I think
going
it
on.
should be dropping at midnight if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, season
I
3,
might,
yeah.
yeah, I might catch it tomorrow though. I might catch it tomorrow night or something like that. But
But like y'all been saying though, man, it's all about the money, man. You know, it's all about how quickly they can, get that dollar to turn around, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me sell this one shirt, make 2 or 3 more and sell those 3, then make another 5 and sell those 5. Let me get, make another 10 and that money got to keep turning.
they doing that, so they ain't got no issues in that department, man. My MVP tonight, man. I still got to go with my boy Joe Hendry tonight, man. That's my guy, man. So I'm mad I missed his entrance. I'm gonna have to let WWE know, man. They got to stop doing this, man. They got to stop doing this, man. We got to see this entrance. We got to let this happen, man. We got to see. And they be going to commercial breaks a lot during the match. It kind of toss you around a little bit as well, man. It was just it's a lot of stuff throwing me off a little bit, but
Or even sometimes they don't even go to commercial though, because like during Dominic's match,
mm,
the screen went black,
mm,
and then there was another camera angle. I'm like, what is this?
mm.
I thought like the stream messed up, but they came back and it was another camera angle with like the watermark, like they went to a commercial, but there was no commercial. It was, I don't know.
They might just be it might have been a temp crew tonight. Maybe, they hired somebody just for the night. The main team
Really,
got stuck in New York.
really.
You know, they just
So a
had
temporary camera crew.
yeah, they had a temp crew tonight, man. You see, like, hey, look, there was a lot of things that was a little strange tonight, man. So I'm not really sure what was going on. It's my own I can't come up with anything else, man. They gotta fix it, man. Did you have MVP tonight, Stan?
Uh,
Baby's coughing? Sound like a
I'm gonna
coughing a toddler.
I'm gonna say JD for agreeing to
Okay.
go and get murdered on live television.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
continued.
that's
He's continued.
yeah.
He is a workhorse, man.
Hey,
He's a
hey,
workhorse.
long as that direct deposit hits,
He's gonna need
he's
all
like,
of it.
hey,
He's gonna need all of it, man. He's kind of he's got a little bit of a little bit of X Pac, man. If they let him go, he's got a little bit of X Pac in there, man. I think he can get there. He just not the attitude part of it, but just what I see in the ring, what he does, man. I think he's got some of that, man. I don't know how to unleash him, but and I don't know if they ever will, because I think they've just settled on the fact that he's gonna be the guy that gets beat up, comic relief at best. But I think he got a little X Pac in there, man. What you had, Spook, man? You had MVP tonight.
Man, I would say Danhausen. He's still, making fans laugh, man, with all his antics, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep him, people, with a little chuckle. So I would say Danhausen for me.
Yeah, man, he did. I think he started the night off getting choked up. I think they choked him up at the top of the night. So he get choked up and then he'll bounce back real quick, man. But next week will be the go home show, man. Nothing in between, but we'll have the go home show. So they're gonna be building up. I think there's a weigh in with Brock Lesnar and Obafemi next week. I'm not sure what Roman Reigns or Seth is doing, but they gotta have a big show, man. It's 2 nights, SummerSlam, so they gotta let us know, man, why we need to tune in, even though they kind of know they already got us tuning in. But ultimately, they had moved a little quick tonight, but we'll
yeah,
take it, and no issues there, man. We'll be right back here in the same place, same time next week. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate the support. Go catch us on all your audio podcasts, iHeart, Spotify, Apple. Appreciate you jumping on tonight, Spook. Appreciate you jumping on tonight, Stan, man. Until next time, next week, I'll catch up with y'all in a minute.
Go.
Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Definitely share it. You can catch us on all platforms, wherever you get your podcasts.